Oh, piss boy. Hello, my beautiful bitches. It's your girl, Ginger Fahrenheit, and welcome to another episode of Becoming Ginger. Today I went for a little bit of a androgynous look. I thought maybe no hair would be like interesting. I'm not sure though. I think it kind of reads a little bit Jesus. I don't know. Jesus didn't have glitter lips, so that's what I think of that. I first off wanted to thank everybody for watching last week's video. It is officially my most viewed video in my entire history of doing this channel, and that is fucking amazing. Who would have known just blabbing on about who my favorite YouTube people were was interesting enough for 150 people to watch. And I would like to welcome all of my new subscribers. I got quite a bit this week. It was really amazing, and welcome. So this week I thought I would tackle another one of my ask.fm questions / challenges, because this is really a challenge. And I encourage everybody to go ahead and submit your ask.fm challenge with the link below. Check it out. I may just do it, like today. Somebody anonymously requested that I do the sexy beast tag. Honestly, as long as it doesn't make me bleed or cry, I'm game, but you know, whatever. But I checked it out and it's actually innocent, so we're good. Alright, so it's 13 questions. I'll try not to blab too much, and let's do this shit. First question. 3 things you wouldn't know about me just by looking at me. First of all, I know every single word to Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot, and I fucking love it, and I recite it regularly. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. 2, you might know that I'm a little bit of a music geek. I talk about it regularly throughout. But my favorite band of all time in my life is Hanson. And shut up, they did more than one song. They have several albums, okay? So don't be dissing my voice. I love Hanson. And I'm not sorry about it. Bam. And 3, I'm a biological woman that's colorblind. There's only 1 in 255 women that are colorblind, and I'm one of them. And what's really funny is the color I have the hardest time distinguishing is red. Irony much? Right. Hopefully I'm wearing blue today, but I don't know. Alright, second question. 3 books you would recommend for a friend. I feel bad saying that nowadays I really do not get to read much. Between school and drag, the last few years I don't read all that often anymore. I don't have time. When I was a kid though, I would read constantly. So 2 of my 3 suggestions are young adult books. But I know that there are some younger kids that watch this channel, so I'll try not to cuss so much. But anyway, my first suggestion is the Harry Potter series, because why wouldn't you read the Harry Potter series? It's fucking amazing. Secondly, when I do get to read, my favorite thing to read are biographies or memoirs from either famous musicians or people that worked for famous musicians. And there's a really excellent one about the Beatles by Peter Brown. He was like their road manager for a little while, right during the hype of Beatlemania. And he wrote a book called The Love You Make. And it's by far my favorite Beatles biography book. I've read a lot of them, because the Beatles are right up there with Hanson. And then my third favorite book is probably the one that I loved the most when I was growing up, Really, I would suggest any book by this author because she's done, what's really cool is they all kind of intermix. Like, there's little subtle things that you would know by reading the other books that make that, the one that you're reading, even cooler. But that is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I loved that book. I used to want to be Cherry Valance so badly. I loved The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I read it multiple times growing up. And that's my dog. 3. What are your 3 favorite movies? First and foremost is A Knight's Tale, starring Heath Ledger, because Heath Ledger is fucking beautiful and amazing, and I'm still in denial that he's gone. No, I love that movie, not only because of Heath Ledger, but I just think it's really witty and quirky and fun. It came out when I was in high school, and I just was obsessed with it. I had to go get the VHS tape. Next one would be History of the World Part 1. I love Mel Brooks movies, like obsessed with Mel Brooks movies. Love them all, have since I was a baby, basically. And History of the World Part 1 is my favorite. I quote it regularly, all the time. And my third favorite is actually really kind of cheesy, but it speaks to me. I love it. And that is the movie called Angus. It came out when I was a little kid. Well, I was like 10 when it came out. But it has this amazing soundtrack of like the best rock music of that year. Mostly Green Day, because Green Day was fucking amazing in the 90s. Just saying. But it's about this fat loser kid. I don't know how I would relate to that. But he gets nominated for like the homecoming king, up with like the most popular girl in school, and just dealing with bullies. And James Van Der Beek is a fucking douchebag in that movie, and you just want him to be punched out so badly. And it's really just a really good feel-good movie. I love that movie. I watch it anytime I'm feeling like low about myself, because it's really just a great movie. I suggest it to anybody that's in their teens, like 13 and up. I think everybody needs to see that movie. It's amazing. It did wonderful things for me as a child. Number 4, your 3 favorite TV shows of all time. All time? Come on. That's hard for me because I was a TV couch potato for most of my childhood. I hardly ever get to watch it now, but when I was a kid, I watched it like crazy. Well, first and foremost, RuPaul's Drag Race. Come on. I have to pick RuPaul's Drag Race. That's the only show that's on now that I have to watch. Like everything else, you know, if I don't see it, it's not a big deal, but I love RuPaul's Drag Race. Secondly, The Cosby Show, which was my favorite show growing up, all through. I love that show. I quote that one regularly too. The third favorite show is Flight of the Conchords, which I'm still in denial that that's gone too, because I love that show. And I actually got to meet them when I was working at the theater that I used to work at. I got to sit 5th row, and they are super nice and amazing and hilarious, and I wish they would come back really badly. Number 5, the last 3 text messages. So let's see here. Last one was from a classmate that says, "You're still coming out, right?" I'm coming out. Then there was, let's see. My mom said, "I did." And I said, "Thanks, Mom." She was getting my medication for me, which I kind of need to live. And I haven't been able to afford in like 6 weeks. The next question is last 3 tweets. Let's see. So first I said, Pork Chop just really mentioned me in a tweet with DJ Nina Flowers and Alyssa Edwards. Honored and dying, which is fucking true. Holy shit. She put me in a tweet. with both of them alongside me. What? Pork Chop is fucking amazing, by the way. So if you're not following her on Twitter and or watching her loveliness on Wow Presents, then I can't help you. I posted the picture of myself in this look, asking if I look like Jesus. Then somebody had a challenge where they said, name the last song you heard and put "In My Ass" after it. And I've been rehearsing my performance for this week. So my answer was, "Call Me on the Ouija Board, In My Ass." That's magic. Okay. Number 7, 3 hottest celebrities. Ryan Gosling, because he's fucking amazing looking. And he seems like he's a really cool dude. So yeah, I'd hit it. Then Ryan Reynolds, same reasons. He looks amazing. And third, I have a caveat on James Franco, but he has to be sober because when he gets his like weed eyes, he's not cute. He has to have clear sober eyes, and they have to comb his hair at least a little bit, and then I'm in love again. Number 8, my 3 worst habits. I tend to just like let myself go. Who would think, you know, I am obese and all. But like if I really am just like not feeling it, I'm not gonna look good. And I really don't care that I don't look good. So that's a problem. Of course not when I'm doing drag. Secondly, I procrastinate like a motherfucker. Oh my god. Today alone I have homework to do and I'm doing this instead, so. Third of all, I'm really a slopobotomous mess most of the time. Like, I guess, I don't know, I'm a creative person, so I don't really worry about the fact that there's clothes over here or all my shit's out everywhere. I don't care. I'm a mess. Sorry about it. Number 9, 3 foods I love. Girl, I'm obsessed with food. I will never say no to macaroni and cheese. I fucking love macaroni and cheese so much. Ben & Jerry's Cinnamon Buns Ice Cream is fucking amazing. It is paradise in your mouth. And my mother's potato salad. There's no other potato salad in the world that tastes as good as my mother's potato salad. And it will bum me out when I move because I won't have as much access to that potato salad as I do now. Number 10, 3 words that you hate. I hate the word faggot. Ugh, I just hate it. It gives me a visceral reaction. I don't care if you're using it like to take it back. I really hate that word. I hate it, and I will never use it except that I just used it just now. But I hate that word. The 3/6 letter F word. I hate. I also really hate the word pussy. I will say cunt, I will say twat, I will say the JJ, I will say, shit does not bother me at all, but I hate that P word so much. It's so gross, and I hate it. So don't say it. Cunt is amazing and empowering. Pussy is disgusting. Yeah. And the third thing that I really, 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 really hate is when, and the older you are, the more disgusting it is when people say jelly instead of jealous. It's gross. It's stupid. You sound like a moron. Don't say I'm jelly. Girl. Number 11, the first 3 things that you see. I see the music stand that my camera is sitting on. I see a glass of water that is taunting me to the right over there because I can't drink it until I get this glitter off my mouth. And I see my chest of drawers over there. Number 12, my 3 biggest fears. I'm really afraid of death because I'm one of those people that, you know, I had this experience that I mentioned in Andy's story where it's like, I'm not sure what religion I am anymore, if I'm any religion anymore. So the whole death thing kind of freaks me out because if I'm not religious, does that mean that I'm going to hell? If is a hell. So because I'm so ambivalent about what happens to you after you go, death scares the shit out of me. Spiders, because my brothers made me watch a little movie called Arachnophobia when I was a child. And to this day, every time I turn a shower on, I have the fear that spiders are going to come flying out at my face. And my drag sister and I have this shared fear of this. There used to be these books called Scary Stories when we were kids. And there was a story about this girl that was like laying in bed and a spider walked across her face and she got a little red bump. And the bump got bigger and bigger. And she's like, Mom, what's up with my face? We should get this checked out. And her mom's like, oh, it's just a pimple. Don't worry about it. And the bump kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally, she's like, Mom, what the fuck with my face? And her mom's like, oh, that's looking like not cute. So we'll get that checked out tomorrow. Why don't you take a bath? That was a mistake. She gets into the bath and the steam opens up the fucking bump. All these spiders come shooting out her face. Are you kidding me? Why would you put that in a children's book? To this day, so frightened if a spider's anywhere in my fucking face. No, it's not happening. And the last thing is like a legit fear, which is poverty. With all of my job losses over the last couple of years, facing another one in a couple of weeks, it's like, how many more times am I gonna fall before I'm homeless? So there is that fear that, you know, we're not gonna get through this. Because it's not just me losing my job this time, my mother is also losing her job. And she's the breadwinner in the house. So there is like a legitimate fear that we could lose our house and stuff that gets to sit on my mind all the time. But the good thing is I do drag, and for a little while I don't have to think about that. So yeah, so that's like a legit fear that I have. And number 13 is your 3 favorite YouTubers. Alright, I'm going to make my short list that are the 3. Honey Go Lightly, because she's amazing. The Lush channel with Nick and Matt, because they're adorable and they're a good escape. I love to watch them. And, of course, the Grand Supreme Duchess herself, Misty Eyes, who I still maintain helps me with my face regularly. That is the Sexy Beast tag. I hope I haven't rambled on so much. And I love you all. You're the best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye. And be sure to subscribe to both this channel and Drag vs. Bio, the one with Veronica Lush. I'm not sure what challenge we're going to end up doing this week, if we're going to get one done this week, but the stuff we have on deck is amazing and you're going to love it, so subscribe.